Are you good?
Promise me something.
Anything.
If this doesn't work, take me out.
It'll work.
I don't have a lot of time left. I want a chance to say goodbye.
I'm not going to lose you. I will never let you go.
We have a bell for a reason. Take your seats.
I'm here!
Good morning, class. We have a new teacher joining us today.
Hi. My name's Pete. Mr. Parker. And we are all very lucky today, because this is physics class, and physics is awesome. Ever wonder how some insects and birds, reptiles can just run right across a pond? 2 words. Surface tension.
Bathroom?
Okay. Now, surface tension is all about cohesion. Okay? Now, in equation form, surface tension, gamma, can be calculated as the force exerted parallel to the surface of a liquid, F, divided by the length, L, of the line over which the force acts. Can anybody...
I need your help.
Mr. Morales, is it? Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself?
I'm sure.
Okay, class. Read chapter 4 or 5 or whatever. Miles, I need this job. If the principal comes back and sees I'm gone, I'm gonna get fired.
I know, but you gotta see this.
Marco, why today? I'm so getting fired.
Hold R2 button, swing. Hold R2 button, swing. Release R2 button. Hold R2 button,
Principal
swing.
Evans already hates me for being late this morning.
Release
Bro,
R2
I
button.
told you to be on time.
Hold R2 button,
It's
swing.
fine. We'll be back
Release
before we know
R2
it.
button.
Good. Because I have my
Hold R2
college
button,
application
swing.
review with the school counselor.
Hold R2 button,
You finished
swing.
your essay?
Haven't started.
Cross button,
Oh.
jump, then hold R2
Well,
button,
let's get to
swing.
the city and take care of Marco quick then.
We gotta stay in these
Cross button,
situations,
jump,
Spider-Man.
then hold R2
Let's
button,
move.
swing.
So I'ma give it my all every time. Let go of fear, it's just all in your mind. Surprise what you find if you just look inside. Carve it a DM, now you on the night.
Cross button, jump, then hold R2 button, swing.
Really no limit, it's straight by your side.
My senses bouncing off a wall, evil lurking every day. Yeah, I'll never need to call.
Cross button, jump, then hold R2 button, swing.
We better get the Sandman
Cross
quick.
button, jump, then hold R2 button, swing. Cross button, jump, then hold, R2 button, swing.
Come on, dudes.
Cross
we have
button,
to go.
jump, then hold, R2 button,
MJ!
swing.
Hey guys, you might want to get downtown
Cross
fast.
button, web zip.
Swing it through Brooklyn. Jameson have you on the
Cross
ground with a
button, web
bugle?
zip.
Still can't believe old Triple J is your new boss.
Really loving the new regime.
You'll whip him into shape in no time. So, what's up with Marco? It's been years since our last
L2 button,
showdown.
plus, R2
According to
button, zip
witnesses,
to wall.
he was running down Broadway yelling nonsense. They say he seemed angry and
Cross button,
paranoid,
web zip.
delusional. He just exploded.
Man, hopefully we can calm him down.
I've seen people lose control like this. Be careful.
Good thing there are two Spider-Men now.
Good luck.
Thanks, MJ.
Might need the new tech we've been cooking up too.
No way. They're untested.
Hold,
Barely
R2 button,
prototypes.
cross button, swing jump.
But you brought him, right?
No comment.
Hold, R2 button, cross button, swing jump. 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 Cross button, jump, then hold, R2 button, swing. 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 Cross button, jump, then hold, R2 button, swing.
Look out!
Circle button, dodge.
You okay?
Yeah, but I think we found him. Marco!
Circle button, dodge.
Is that Sandman?
MJ wasn't kidding. We gotta help him before he hurts someone. Or
Circle
himself.
button, dodge.
He's winding up, bro.
Circle button, dodge. Hold, L1 button, R1 button,
Maybe he's
throw
hungry.
objects. L1 button,
Should
R1
toss
button.
the big guy a snack.
Circle button, dodge. Down directional button, heal.
What's the plan?
Keep him busy. I got an idea.
Triangle button, web strike, triangle button, zip to target. Triangle button, zip to target.
Oh, crap. Still angry after all these years, Marco? You should try yoga. Must be more of a Pilates guy.
Left
was
stick
your
up,
idea?
plus, R2
Never
button,
said it was a
sprint.
good one. It was supposed to be.
Left Left
was
stick
your
up,
idea?
plus, R2
Never
button,
said it was a
sprint.
good one. It was supposed to be.
Left stick. Left
was
stick
your
up,
idea?
plus, R2
Never
button.
said it was a
Sprint.
good one! It was supposed to be...
Left. Left
was your
stick up
idea?
plus R2
Never
button.
said it was a
Sprint.
good one!
Left
was
stick
your
up
idea?
plus R2
Never
button.
said it was a
Sprint.
good one! It was supposed to be...
Left. Left
was
stick
your
up
idea?
plus R2
Never
button.
said it was a
Sprint.
good one! It was supposed to be a normal day!
Left stick up
Physics!
plus
Have
R2
awkward
button.
conversations in the teacher's lounge! Everything's gonna be okay! Gotcha!
Hold R2 button. Swing.
Spider-Man! Think you can sign for this delivery? It's coming in hot!
Hold R2
I'm
button.
there.
Swing.
I got him! Mini Marcos? I wish I could do that.
Square button. Attack.
Set Mr. Airstick down, but not before he barks on my suit.
He's not the only one.
Triangle button.
Sandman
Web
just
strike.
puked out some new friends.
What the? He
Triangle
can do
button.
that?
Web strike.
Apparently. Need you now.
Mr. Parker,
I'm sorry. Who's this?
Principal Evans.
Of course. Principal.
All students have evacuated their classrooms. Where are you? Mr. Parker!
I just forgot something in my car.
What was that?
Nothing. I'm just.
L1 button plus square button. Spider barrage. Attack and defense recharge abilities like Spider Barrage. Once fully recharged, they can be used again. Press cross button to continue.
It worked. I mean, I'm just running back right now.
Get back here and supervise your students, or else.
That does not sound good.
Circle button. Dodge.
Almost there. How you holding up?
Miles? Principal Evans called.
L1
Man,
button plus square
am I getting
button. Spider
expelled?
barrage.
Hey, you're just
L1
cutting
button
class.
plus
I
square button.
abandoned
Spider
students
barrage.
during a citywide emergency.
Yeah, you're
Circle
screwed.
button. Dodge. Left stick. Target select.
Sandman,
I always hated that name.
I know you're angry at me.
This has nothing to do with you. Leave me alone!
I want to help you. But it's gonna hurt first.
Guess he wasn't happy to reconnect.
Yeah, he's not really the nostalgic type.
Let me go, or I'll kill you.
He's not listening. We gotta turn it up a notch.
Ow!
He hates water. His shoulder's already wet.
Bet he's not a big fan of electricity then either.
Read my mind.
Triangle button. Zip to target. Hold R2 button. Swing. Triangle button. Zip to target.
webs while I get Sparky.
I'll keep the water flowing in the meantime.
R1 button, shoot webs. Hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1
some
button,
webs?
shoot webs.
Made them myself.
Hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. Hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. Leaving mission. You're leaving the mission area. Please head back to the mission area. Cross button, hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. Hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. R1 button, fire R1
webs will
button,
keep 'em
shoot
busy.
webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. Hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump.
My webs will slow them down.
R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. Hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button,
webbing
shoot
time!
webs. R1 button, shoot webs.
Done! Take your shot!
Hold R2 button, swing. Triangle button, zip to target. Hold R2 button, swing. R1 button, fire web shooters. Triangle button, zip to target. Rapidly press square button, strike. R1 button, fire web shooters. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, down directional button, heal. R1 button, fire web shooters. Down directional button, heal. Hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. Down directional button, heal. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot
I can
webs.
get up close now.
Triangle
Here it
button,
comes.
zip to target. Rapidly press square button, strike. R1 button, fire web shooters. 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 Hold R2 button, plus, cross button,
You want
then
more?
release, charge jump. R1 button, fire, circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. Hold R2 button, swing. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold. R2 button, swing.
Time for
R1 button,
face-to-face!
fire web shooters. Rapidly press, square button, strike. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold, R2 button, swing. R1 button, fire web shooters. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. Triangle button, zip to target. Triangle button, zip to target. Rapidly press, square button, strike. R1 button, fire web shooters. Circle button, dodge. Down directional button, heal. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold, R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. Triangle button, zip to target. Triangle button, zip to target. Rapidly press, square button, strike. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold, R2 button, swing. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold, R2 button, swing.
Need to keep it up!
R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. Triangle button, zip to target. Triangle button, zip to target. Rapidly press, square button, strike. R1 button, fire web shooters. Down directional button, heal. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold, R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold, R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. R1 button, fire web shooters. Triangle button, zip to target. Rapidly press, square button, strike. R1 button, fire web shooters. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. Triangle button, zip to target. Rapidly press, square button, strike. Triangle button, zip to target. Rapidly press, square button, strike. Down directional button, heal. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold R2 button, swing. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold R2 button, swing. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. Triangle button, hold, R2 button, swing, triangle button, zip to target. Rapidly press, square button, strike.
Somebody order some water!
Triangle button, zip to target. Triangle button, zip to target.
Bang! Spider-Man, watch out! No!
You okay? I'm working on it!
Thought I lost you there! Can't get rid of me that easy! Time for Genki to work his magic!
Circle button,
Genki!
dodge.
You there?
Down directional button, heal,
Nuts.
L1 button,
I know,
R1
man.
button, L1
But
button,
listen,
hold,
we need
R2
a
button,
big water
swing.
source by Wall Street!
Let me check the grid. Stay safe, dude.
Hold, R2 button,
You too,
swing.
Mr. Parker.
Will do. Wait, what? He knows?
Genki knows all. Plus, we were super weird in class earlier.
Knew I never should have taught at a gifted school.
Hold, R2 button, swing. R1 button, fire web shooters. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold, R2 button, swing. Hold, R2 button, swing. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold, R2 button, swing. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. Triangle button, zip to target.
What? You don't like your own face? Give him today's forecast, Spider-Man!
100% chance of rain!
Triangle button, zip to target.
Got him right where we want him!
Hold, R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump.
Guys, the water tank on the map, we're talking 10,000 gallons here.
Got it! Thanks, Genki!
Should have
Left
stayed away, spiders.
Circle button, dodge.
Still think we got him right where we want him?
Circle button,
I
dodge.
admit I may have spoken too soon. And he's definitely getting bigger! Just keep climbing! We're so close! The water tank! Spider-Man?
I just wanted to live normal, like everyone else.
This isn't the way, Marco.
For a guy like me, there is no other way.
L1 button, plus, square button, venom punch.
This is getting out of hand!
This is your focus bar. Heal by using a full focus bar. Fill your focus bar by attacking and defending. Press cross button to continue.
Pete! What happened? I ended up outside! Just keep going up and I'll meet you at the roof! This water tank's our only shot!
Left stick, target select. Left stick, target select. Circle button, dodge ranged attacks. Down directional button, heal. Triangle button, web strike. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull, L1 button, plus, square button, pin and punch, L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1, down directional button, heal, L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Where are you, Pete?
L1 button, R1 button,
Stay
hold,
inside!
pull.
Guess he's
L2
busy.
button, plus, R2
It'll be a
button,
long
zip to
day if we
point.
don't get that water tank.
Build focus by attacking and dodging enemies. Use a full focus bar
Keep
to
it
heal
moving,
or perform
Miles.
finishers. Press cross button to continue.
I just wanted a regular life.
You can still have one!
It's too late now.
Oh, man!
L2 button, plus, R2 button, zip to point. Finishers are devastating attacks that cost at least one full focus bar. Build focus by attacking and dodging enemies. Press cross button to continue.
Why couldn't Marco just make sandcastles instead? Ma, everything okay? I'm with Pete.
I know. You're on every channel. I'm heading downtown to help coordinate resources and supplies.
L1 button,
Is Genki
plus,
covering
square
for you at
button,
school?
pin and punch.
He is. But I got this meeting with my counselor later, and the principal thinks that
Listen, I can talk to your principal, but New York needs you right now.
Coolest mom ever.
And please, be careful. Te quiero, mijo.
Like Ma said, can't let New York down.
Triangle button, circle button, finisher. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, L1 button, plus, square button, pin and punch, L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, web strike. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Left stick, target select. Down directional button, heal.
You're only making it worse for yourself, Marco!
I don't care.
Triangle button, web strike. Triangle button, web strike.
Wish I could just write
L1
about this
button,
for my
plus,
essay.
square button,
Get
pin
into
and
any
punch.
college I wanted. Or Spider-Man would. Right. Brainstorm later, Miles. Focus.
Left stick, target select. L1
How's
button,
it going,
R1
Spider-Man?
button, hold,
Almost
pull.
there! The water tank's ours!
Actually,
Triangle
it's
button,
his now.
zip to target. Triangle button, zip to target.
Hey, sorry! What'd I miss?
He's trying to eat me!
Let's give him a drink instead!
Did we do it? Nope. the new toys! The suit's last software patch wasn't stable, but... here goes nothing!
Press triangle button, web wings. Press triangle button, web wings.
The web wings?
Left
They're
stick
flying!
up, dive down.
But we're not out of this yet!
Web wings controls can be
Marco's at
inverted
Pier
in game
4
settings.
Beach!
Press triangle
What
button,
happens if
web
he
wings.
gets all that sand?
Left
Think
stick
he
up,
just
dive down.
did! Gonna need you ASAP, Miles! Yeah, I see him already. I'm right behind
You do not need left stick down. Glide up.
Miles? Miles!
Press triangle button, web wings.
What did I just get myself
Press triangle
into?
button, web wings. Press triangle 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 button, web wings.
You gotta calm down, Marco!
Triangle
Innocent
button,
people
web
are in
wings.
danger!
Triangle button, web wings.
You gotta calm down, Marco! Innocent people are in danger!
You care about
Triangle
them,
button, web wings.
but not me. They wouldn't listen to Marco.
Triangle button,
They
web
can't
wings.
ignore Sandman.
Triangle button, web wings. Triangle button, web wings. Circle button, dodge. Triangle button, web wings. Triangle button, zip to target.
Miles! One and only. Any ideas? Yeah. Class is back in session.
Use a full focus bar to either heal or perform a devastating finisher. Press cross button to
Marco's
continue.
storm is generating a lot of
Full focus bar.
electricity!
Down directional button.
What
Heal.
happens to the
Triangle button.
surface
Circle
tension
button.
of sand if
Finisher.
you turn up the voltage?
Boog, you're right. Like when I shot the mini.
L1 button plus
You absorb
square
enough
button.
energy.
Spider
I'll
barrage.
shoot it right at it.
L1 button.
want me to get
L1
hit
button
by
plus
lightning?
square button.
Can you
Spider
handle
barrage.
it?
Only one
Left
way to
stick
find
target
out.
select. L1 button plus square button. Spider barrage. Left stick target select.
Bro! How
L1
exactly
button
are you
plus
gonna redirect the
square
lightning
button.
bolt?
Spider barrage.
Like you said, gotta
Down
break
directional
out the
button.
toys.
L1 button. R1 button. L1 button. L1 left stick target select. L1 button. R1 button. L1 L1 button. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. L1 button. R. Triangle L1 button plus square button. Spider barrage. L2
Now or
button
never,
plus
Spider-Man.
R2 button. Zip
Time
to
to
point.
move.
L2 button plus off triangle button. Web wings. L2 button
Because
plus
we promised
R2
to
button.
protect
Web
this
tunnel.
city.
Triangle button. Web wings. Triangle button. Zip to target. Triangle button. Zip to target.
good! I have sand everywhere. Marco, it's gonna be okay.
I haven't been okay for a long time.
You need help, all you have to do is ask.
You're the ones who are gonna need help when they come for you.
Come for us.
You grow slow in your old age, Sergei. A fate you will not share. I've been in your shadow for hours, but you sense nothing. Pathetic.